So why, you ask, do I have rice and beans here? Am I hungry? No. You see, the trick is, you keep on, like this, follow me down, you keep on putting your hands in here, and it makes your hands really strong. Isn't that right, Master Lee?
That's true, Andrew. But you need to use a bigger container for the beans. You first start out by using large beans. Then after a while, you move on to smaller grains like rice. And after you get used to that, and when you feel your hands have become stronger, you move on to the next step, using sand.
Okay, well, you got that? Well, while I practice, you have a look at 태극 사장. Master Lee, you always look so good when you do it, doesn't he? Doesn't he look good?
Why, thank you, Andrew.
Well, after such a good explanation, I'm sure everyone is going to have no problems at all.
That's right. And those who've been following our lessons would have noticed that the moves you've just seen are not anything new. We've introduced them to you before. The 손끝 찌르기 requires much training, that's for sure, but I have confidence in our viewers. You'll learn fast.
Well, after such a good explanation, I'm sure everyone's going to get this with no problems. Hey, let's have another look, shall we?
All right, before I start explaining how the move should be done, let's take a look at the first 4 steps in 태극 사장.
태극! 경례! 준비! 부부자 태극 사장! 하! 헐! 하이! 하! 바로 쉬어.
Did you watch carefully now? This time, follow along with us as I explain each move to you.
네.
The first move is the 손날 맞기. We've learned this before in the basic training sessions, but let's review it once again. Before you step to your left in the 앞굽이 stance, you need to go through the wind-up. You raise your left hand straightened like this from your abdomen to your chest. You should swing your right arm to your side with the palm facing down. Then, maintaining your balance, you make a large arc with your arms and make the block. Try not to make the movement short like this. Make a wide circular motion.
손날 맞기. 하!
The completed form looks like this, and as in the case of 한 손날 바깥 맞기, the tip of the hand should be level with your shoulder, and the angle of the arm is, you got it, 110 degrees. As for the right arm, it is meant to guard your sternum, so the wrist area should be covering this area here. And don't forget, the gap in between should be about a hand's width. Now the next move is the 편성끝 세워 찌르기. Concentrating your energy to your right hand, you strike. You strike immediately. Now, most people make the mistake of trying to use this as a separate form, blocking the opponent's attack first and then attacking. But actually, that's not the proper form. It has to be in a consecutive motion, where you thrust your hand promptly after the block. And next is the symmetrical 손날 맞기. This time, you spin your right leg to your back in the 왼 뒷굽이 stance. And same as before, as if you're pressing your opponent with the blocking hand, you strike.
바로 쉬어.
Okay, now remember in 태극 3장, okay, we did 한손날 맞기, all right, where it was like that, okay, with one hand here and this hand like this. All right, now in 태극 4장 we have 손날 맞기, all right, which is where they're both taken from back here and they come up like this. Now watch the demonstration in just a second and you'll see just why your hand is like this. Okay, watch carefully now.
Andrew, why don't you come here and try practicing for yourself?
Sure. Hey! 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 Hey!
All right, Andrew, aren't you forgetting something?
Okay, all right. It's now time to practice everything on today's point. Hey! Did you get all that? It's time now for Taekwondo real life. Sorry. Anyway, it'd be great if we could avoid this kind of person altogether. But unfortunately, they're here. But just imagine for a second if you knew self-defense. I bet you didn't know that this was a deadly weapon. You just take your notebook, you hit them on the wrist, and then on the neck. Have a look now and we'll go through it in slow motion for you.
Andrew, at the start of today's session, we talked about how we could strengthen our hands, right? Using grains.
Right.
But actually, there is a much better way to train than that. A much better way.
A better way? Well, please.
Do you want to find out?
Sure.
But it'll be really hard to do.
I think we can do it.
I'll teach you then. What you do is to do push-ups on your fingers. Like this.
Oh, okay. No problem.
And you can advance to the higher level by using 4 fingers, then 3. You can even do it with 2 fingers. For the bold and strong out there, you should give it a try.
Okay, well, thank you, Master Lee, very much for teaching us. And while you guys are practicing 태극 4장, I'll be practicing this.